Hi, Total Party Kill podcast listeners. Tony Sindelar here just to let you know about some recent happenings. I don't know about you, but I have been spending a lot of time inside, and what I've been doing with that inside time is also playing a lot of Dungeons & Dragons. This summer and fall, I ran 10 short adventures with Total Party Kill regulars like Dan Moore and Aline Sims, Eric Ensign, Monty Ashley, and so on. But also, we brought along a bunch of Total Party Kill newcomers, names you might know from some other incomparable podcasts, folks like Lisa Smizer, Guy English, Liz Miles, Tiff Arment, and many more. We tricked them into playing Dungeons & Dragons with us. Right now, these adventures are only available to incomparable members. There's over 50 hours of Dungeons & Dragons shenanigans, so if you need more D&D podcast content in your life and you haven't already signed up to be an incomparable member, maybe now is the time. theincomparable.com/members. Check it out.
You're listening to the Incomparables Total Party Kill podcast, in which a group of friends play Dungeons & Dragons on the internet for your amusement. This is episode number 280, posted February 2021. How steep is this hill?
Welcome back to Total Party Kill. It's me, Tony Sindelar, a Dungeon Master. We're tonight continuing the adventures of the Dog and Pony Show as they explore what is the true Curse of Strahd. It's a lot of things. The true Curse of Strahd is within us all along. Allow me to introduce our players. They will introduce their characters, and then I will remind all of us what happened last time and what we're doing now. First up, our friend to the north, Erica Ensign.
Hello. I bring greetings from the north. Not the north of Barovia yet. Maybe we'll go there just to screw with Tony. No, I am playing Brildish, a dwarven paladin, and also her trusty steed, Pony Cindelarent, a celestial pony.
I have a follow-up about ponies later, but we'll come to that. Right now, it's time for Dan Moore.
Hey, it's time for me. I am playing Castan Onatar's Crucible, a Warforged cleric of Onatar who is just happy to be in this town with his friends.
It is also time for Jane Ritt.
It's time for me. I play Lena Dulina, the human rogue.
And the hour of Aline Sims draws nigh.
Ooh, a whole hour?
Yeah.
That's very exciting.
I
I don't know what to do for an hour. I'll play Imra Soliana, the Wood Elf Ranger, and her trusty dog, Andronite. And
Good choice.
That's
Vamp.
what I'll do.
You got like 59 minutes to fill. Come on, Vamp. Stretch
Yep,
it.
keep going.
Stretch.
And last but not least, it's Micah Sargent. Hi, Micah.
Hi, I play Elavor Landman, the half-elf druid.
When did that happen?
Yeah,
Well, it was
wondering
last
too.
week, and I don't
Last
remember why.
episode.
Okay.
Neither do I, but
It's
that's the
stuck,
story.
apparently.
I'm sticking to it.
Okay.
Okay. So just to close the loop here.
Oh,
I
sorry.
have an important...
No loops closed until I also say I play Samus, the saber-toothed tiger.
Mhm.
Thank you. So I was reading a thing about things that many people who claim to be legitimate adults only discover, thus making them seem foolish. And there was a section about people who did not know that horses and ponies are different things. And deepest, darkest confession, I might be one of those people. even though
What does-
You have
I
a
put
pony
podcast.
named after you.
What does different
Technically, you
Okay,
have two
mean?
hold
ponies
on.
named after
We'll,
you.
we'll come around to that. No. I believe the other one was a horse, Dan.
I don't know the difference
What does it
either.
mean that
Wasn't
they're
ponies-
different? Like, what is...
I think Pony Cindelar is a horse.
What?
Pony
Oh my
Cindelar
god. I am not okay.
is a celestial pony. Wait, Erica, am I wrong?
You always referred to pony as a pony. You never said a horse. You always said a pony. So
Yeah, that would be horse
I say a lot-
Cindelar.
Also, because you were a
I say a
halfling.
lot of-
Spurious was a halfling. He was not riding a horse.
Okay, so it had to be proportionally. It had to be a pony. All right. So
Phew.
here's the
Logically.
thing. Apparently,
close.
foolish people do not realize that ponies and horses are different creatures, and some foolish people, possibly me, thought that ponies grew up to be horses.
Oh.
I mean, they
May
can
have
be if they
thought
want
this,
to.
even though-
okay.
No, it turns out
Yeah,
no.
but, like, if they
so
really
literally,
want to.
I would frequently refer
I'm sorry,
to
Dan.
Pony Cinderlart as a horse, and Erica would correct me and say, "Not a horse, a pony." And I would think in my head, "Someday,
Someday it will be.
not a horse yet."
Oh, this is wonderful.
Oh,
This is troubling because I grew up in Nebraska. The house I lived in as a small child was across the
Was
street
a
from like
horse.
the agricultural school where there was a horse field. I have seen baby horses, or as they are known
Foals.
in the technical term, foals. They don't look anything like ponies. They don't make any sense. They're like a horse, but they're like it's like a
stilts.
miniature horse on
spindly.
stilts. Yeah,
yeah,
it's
they're
like,
greyhounds.
let us create a creature that does not deserve to transport itself, and then someday we'll grow into a great steed.
And you said, "Fool me once, shame on me."
No, he didn't.
So I would just like to admit that I was foolish, even though
Foolish.
literally the central premise of the podcast is apparently dogs and ponies. I was confused about the natures of
Yeah,
pony.
this
Though
isn't
I
the
suspect
wolf and horse
that
show,
some of the
Tony.
other
Okay.
It sounds like some of my other people on this podcast may have been a little confused as well, but are not admitting it.
That's true.
I
I'm definitely
certainly
not
was
admitting
not.
it.
Yeah, no.
No.
Do you want? I'll tell a quick story that might help you feel better. So
Do you have another confession? If we could all just
I
confess
have-
something that we're
I have
deeply ashamed
an
of.
animal-related confession in that our friend Gina McDonald, panelist on the
Mhm.
I
Incomparable,
think I know where this
Noted
is going.
Guinea pig enthusiast.
she has guinea pigs. Do you remember this? Dan?
Lovely
They
guinea
are.
pigs.
They're adorable. They're not the cuddliest guinea pigs, but they're great guinea pigs. And
Guinea pigs are not cuddlers. They're stately.
yeah, okay,
Some of 'em are.
yes, sure.
They can be. They are capable of statehood.
They're nature's sausage, is what they are.
And so I went my entire life until my mid-30s not thinking about guinea pigs as wild animals and just thinking about them as something you get in a pet store. And at some point it occurred to me that guinea pigs and hamsters are things that actually run around in nature. But
Mhm.
I was literally like 35
Oh, right.
when I
I
connected
mean, I don't know
those
how much the
dots.
guinea pigs are like. They're not like running in a herd. They're lounging, right? They're not swinging vine to vine across
It depends
the jungle.
upon if they see any movement out of the periphery or not. But like,
Okay, I think they lounge a lot. Is what I'm just based on their.
oh yeah, no,
sausage
they
like
eat
Also
and they
the
poop
pajamas.
and they skitter. That is what
Yeah,
they do.
I'm just saying, guinea pigs are truly the podcasters of the animal kingdom.
I
resent
too
that.
have been known to run when
I
someone walks
resemble
by.
that.
But only for
Tony, you've never
purposes
seen
of
me
fear.
swing from a vine, thank you.
I
That's
have, but it
true.
was a very
You know
special
why?
clockwise.
But I am stately, I will
Oh,
say.
I just realized we actually
Yeah.
technically started the show, so this is all just time we're burning.
Yeah,
no.
this is the show. This is
No,
the
this
show.
counts. This counts.
Barovia.
I would just-
Question,
Mystic
So-
Land.
Are there guinea pigs?
We have now started a tradition that Tony
Wait.
starts each episode with a confession.
Erica?
I want to know if there are guinea pigs in Barovia.
Oh.
I think that they probably live in warmer climates. I don't know anything about the natural.
They
homes
have
of
guinea
pigs. I know
slugs.
that-
It's like
I-
Peru and
We have
Yeah,
South
Okay, I mean,
established-
America.
capybaras are in South America, so I
We've
figure
es-
they go somewhere cold,
Yeah.
warmer, and that Barovia is too cold.
We've established that Erica eats bear. Has Erica had guinea pig?
I have not, but someday I would like to travel to like Peru and try it. I know people who have.
Just grab
It's
a
my
fresh
favorite
one off
fish.
the vine.
Fresh one off the vine. The vine it's swinging from to get away from the.
Come-
You gotta watch
You,
out for
you got to
those
eat it
seeds.
prepared with its own vine, though. I mean, that's just like it's real vine to table stuff.
When you're eating a guinea
An
pig,
heirloom
which can be
guinea
so-
pig?
Oh, wow.
Sorry.
Oh no, this is not
This,
going to be.
this
very-
really
this
went
isn't
to a
very
place I
nice.
didn't anticipate. I regret
You know what?
everything.
That's your fault,
like,
Alina.
literally everything.
Hey, there's a very, very famous version of the Last Supper, the painting, where Jesus and his pals are actually eating roast guinea pig.
I thought you were going to say
It's
where
in
they
Peru.
are guinea pigs, and I was going to say
I was going to
that's
say that to
awesome.
make fun of you, and I was just like, I'll give her a moment, and it's like, nope, she said it.
Yeah,
So-
because it's a
so,
real thing.
Well,
The Last Supper
Okay.
guinea pig.
well, we're learning a lot. I feel lighter now. That
Thanks
I've
for
divulged that.
watching, everybody. We'll see
Yeah.
you next week.
Bye.
Uh-oh.
My handwriting's
Yep.
bad. Sorry.
Um,
It says
Does
the
it say
show
the
hasn't
show-
started yet, and also it's somewhat yellow. There's a hole in my
Yeah.
book.
Did you put it on
What's
a?
Close enough to
Did
happening?
you write it on a green?
You don't get
a
to
green
make
Post-it note?
complaints.
Oh, that's
There's a
cool though.
hole.
It's on a yellow post-it note. Was that close enough? I don't know.
Close
No.
enough.
Close
Your
enough.
lighting must be weird.
All right. So most of that will be cut out.
Says
see.
who?
I don't know.
Shan't.
Erica, maybe? Shan't.
Shan't.
All right. Previously on the Dog and Pony Show, you are stuck in the land of Barovia. You're really experiencing the full curse of Strahd. You started in the town of Barovia, Little Barovia. You made friends with the Burgermeister's son and adopted daughter, Ismark and Irena Kolyana. It seemed like some demonic, devilish force was very interested in Irena Kolyana, and so you spirited her away first to the town of Valaki, a place that was not great, and then far to the west, hoping that there she might be furthest from Castle Ravenloft, furthest from Strahd's grasp. You got into some fights in and around wineries, as one does, typical California vacation, and now find yourself safely in the walled city of Krezk. Not Krentz, that's a totally different thing. Krezk. Krezk is the third and basically final of the three standing cities in Barovia, but to call it a city would be generous. To call it a town would be little generous. It's more like just a walled forest encampment. And I believe at the end of our final episode, you were hanging out in the most dangerous of Dungeons & Dragons locales, a gazebo, next to a majestic lake that Elavor had inspected and determined had been blessed at some point, when something strange started to happen to Irena.
There was something strange in this neighborhood.
Is that
Yes.
consistent
Who
with
are we
what
gonna
everybody
call?
remembers?
Ourselves?
We heard a voice calling to her, and she was trying
And
to
then we
climb
heard
into
it,
the
too.
lake. Yeah.
Yes, so a voice calls out, Tatiana. And Irena, you all hear the voice, and Irena is like, I think she is knee-high in the lake at this point. I believe that Imra is like holding Irena's
Okay.
arm.
Yep. I'm
Arena,
Mhm.
you're not Tatiana.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
That is not your name.
Irena, like twists and looks Elavor in the face with confused eyes, and she turns back to the lake and says, "Sergey, my name is not Tatiana. It's Irena." "How do I know your name is Sergey?" And Irena pulls away from Imra, further into the lake.
Why are you doing?
Form a chain.
like
Yeah. Does anyone have a magical way to prevent this from happening, or are
I
we
cast
just going to
hold person.
wrestle?
I
Oh,
can't
yes.
person.
Yes, hold person.
Mhm.
Oh, that works.
Yeah.
Okay,
wanna try it?
I'm gonna try it.
You cast hold person, and Elavor is gonna wild shape into Octavore.
Good. This
At the
is a good
same
team
time.
plan.
Yeah.
hmm Yep. All right. So
And Lena's going to turn to the city and to be
Plan.
like, everyone, something very strange is about to happen. Do not be alarmed. Do not.
Something very strange is happening. As
That's
you ready hold person, as Elavor readies his
Mhm.
he's like 1/4 octopus. There's kind of a
On my dad's
swirl-
side.
Yeah. There's a swirl in the water.
wait, a
and there
squirrel in the
is
water?
swirl.
Oh, that's different.
Squirrel.
Okay. Okay.
Is there also a guinea pig in the water, Tony?
Look?
see now
Do
we
I
have to
make
leave
fun
that
of you
wall
all
part
when
in.
you don't enunciate?
Yes.
Yes, I
Yes,
do.
you
Just
do.
leave your name as
I
Dan
was
Morin.
confused.
Yeah.
I wasn't making fun. I wanted to theater of the mind, Tony.
There
Theater
is
of the mind.
there is a distortion in the perfectly blue sparkling water, and suddenly kind of rising out of the water near Irena is a man, like a young, handsome looking man. He's garbed in kind of ornate, kind of old fashioned looking armor with some fancy kind of drapery on it, and he looks kind of like I guess if you looked at him, there would be kind of a weird kind of sadness in his eye, slowly turning to joy as he materializes. You can kind of see through him. It's kind of unclear if he is like water or air.
I don't trust the
Word
joy.
person doesn't seem to totally apply here.
This is Barovia. The sadness I'm okay with is the more it turns to joy, the more scared I get.
And
Irena, beware. Something isn't right here.
The creature in the water says, "It has been so long. Come, let us be together at last."
If
And
she starts to
under the
move forward, I'm
water?
going to try to cast hold person.
Yeah.
Irena looks back at you and says, "Somehow I know who this is.
Okay,
This
who
is
is
Sergei.
it?
This is Sergei." The figure in the water nods.
Okay, what does
Well,
that mean though?
Hello,
Who is Sergei?
We were supposed to be married long ago.
What?
Irena,
But you're like
that was
19,
somebody
right?
else.
This is Strahd's brother. I must go.
Strahd's brother?
No, you
No.
mustn't.
Nope, mm-mm.
You must not.
Nope.
You
Nope.
I
must
do not
not.
think that would be a wise course of action.
Nope.
The pool starts to swirl around Irena and Sergei.
Do you?
Um,
Does
They
someone
look
have? Does someone have?
Very
Wait.
happy.
pull her out.
Does
Yeah,
someone
I'm
have
already in the-
levitate?
I'm in the water,
I don't
and
think so.
can I wrap my Elavor tentacles around
Or is
her?
this a cut
All right.
scene?
Yeah.
There's a splash, and Elavor is in the water. Elavor, you are grappling with your tentacles. You are having a hard time getting a hold of Irena. It's like she's not quite there anymore.
I'm definitely
I
trying to
burble.
cast hold person on her. I don't know if that worked or not, though. Is the thing.
All right, you try and cast hold person. Remind me what hold person does.
She needs to succeed on a wisdom saving throw or be paralyzed for the duration.
I'm gonna roll. 17.
Yeah, she's not paralyzed.
Yeah.
Goes that
Can
spell
She
slot.
she looks back at you, Broldus, and says, "I think it's going to be okay."
I try to hit this Sergei apparition with like the flat side of my longsword?
Sure. You splash out into the lake.
Yeah,
There's water
I
everywhere.
yell,
There's an octopus.
Sergei, if you care for her, you won't be drowning her and taking her away from everything she knows.
That will take us both away from Barovia forever.
Can I do
Oh
a?
well.
No,
That
second,
was a
on second
crit.
thought.
A crit to hit.
You lash out at Sergei, and he kind of turns and looks at you with these like sad eyes, and you hit him right in the head with the flat side, and it's it feels like you're cutting through water. There's some resistance with not a lot.
Yeah, I
the
figured.
blade goes through him, and he's just looking at you there, and the water swirls, and neither Sergei nor Irena is there.
Pony starts like braying.
Aw.
Pony is not okay with this.
I would. Crucible would like to go out to the water where they disappeared and investigate the spot where they disappeared.
All right.
Can I slurp up some water?
I got a
Seeing as
25
how-
perception on the spot where they disappeared.
All right, you are splashing around in the water, Crucible, poking around with your Yikawa. There is no. It is just as far as you can tell, just a lake. There's mud. There's some fish that are confused at you, splashing around in it.
They are not
What is
here.
happening?
Some sort
Yeah,
of
it's-
sorcery, I presume.
I don't know much about Arcana, but I'm gonna try an Arcana check anyway, just to see if
All
I can
right.
figure this out. What's -1 7?
It does not seem like there's any specific magic in the pond, but this does seem like one of the more sanctified locations you have seen in all of Barovia.
Yeah, it had been
Yeah.
hallowed at one
Yeah.
point.
Mhm.
Do
Um,
can I roll history to see if I've ever heard of Strahd having a brother?
Yeah, sure. Roll history.
Elavor is going to scoot out of the pool,
Okay.
to come back on shore to try to talk with everybody, see if we can.
Are you just an octopus talking to them?
No, he's back up.
I
very
imagine
interesting.
It doesn't
octopi
hurt.
talk with their hands a lot.
Yeah.
They do. They're like,
Okay, that's
But
a
he's-
19 history check.
I think you did hear legend that in the before times, and I would think these are probably things that people don't talk about because they do not like to talk about
Right.
the devil, as it were. But there was people have kind of spoken in hush press that he was a warlord, and he was his younger brother was kind of his sergeant at arms, and Strahd led an army that conquered Barovia long ago. But
So-
that he did have a younger brother.
Yeah, so I share this with the group and I say, clearly we would want to get her back, but there may be some truth to what that strange man was saying.
There is a peal of thunder that shakes the entire town, the mountainside with the abbey, and the sky turns even darker than its usual overcast Barovia as storm clouds kind of roll in and lightning flashes in the distance. And there is kind of a strange shape forming in the clouds. It is the shape of a face. It's
Oh,
the
God.
face of Strad von Zarovich. And he kind of looks down at you with eyes that flash at lightning. And just you hear a weird voice echoing throughout the town. She was supposed to be mine. Lightning
Wait,
hits several
Strahd's
places in and around
mad.
Kredsk.
Oh,
Wait,
Strahd
so
seems
this is probably good?
displeased about this situation.
I feel a little bit better about it.
Yeah, the enemy of
Yeah.
Strahd is our friend.
I mean, he did seem strangely fixated on her, so
Mhm.
guess this is
Better?
good.
Yeah, and he seemed to be fixated on, different women throughout, Berez got, not Berez,
Yeah, Perez.
Berez
The
got
drowned
drowned because they didn't give up some lady that he was fascinated with. So
Right.
maybe reincarnation's a big deal here in Barovia, and this is the same Tatiana lady throughout the years, and now Strahd is really PO'd, and I'm okay with Strahd being PO'd.
Could I make a
I think
religion
we
check to
won.
see if that's
I think we're
if
done.
that's plausible?
Theologically sound.
Yeah.
Yeah, before you do that, Crucible, are you still in the lake?
Roll insight on Erica.
I probably started trudging out of the lake once I didn't find anything, but that's
All
up
right,
to you.
I
I was
it's-
never in the lake.
I just want to check where is the metal character during a lightning storm.
I'm just standing in the lake holding up a 10-foot steel pole. What's the problem?
Yeah. I'm just saying
Lightning storm, you
the storm is moving in, and
I will
seems like-
quickly zip my way out of the lake then.
All right, lightning hits the lake several times as the clouds.
That really would
open
have
up.
juiced me up.
What did it?
No, that's not how that works.
that's not how anything
Yeah,
works.
every time,
Yeah,
all
it
the
would
time,
give him
I'm
a
always
jump.
like, Elavor, hit me with that lightning. Hit me. gonna be
How
okay.
are the townspeople taking all of this?
You know,
Is
that
ever,
Well-
since, ever since Pony Cinderlarn started braying, it seems like, maybe it's just the bad weather, but the little footpaths around Kredsk seem very empty. I think people are giving you your space, hanging out at the, these strange people came into town, gave us a bunch of wine, went to the gazebo, started jumping in the pond and yelling at each other.
and
and
now
they're
we're
like,
being
well,
struck by lightning.
Yeah,
Wait, we're
Yeah.
college kids? Is that what you're saying?
yeah.
They're probably not very happy with us, honestly.
This is
I
typical,
know that
typical
we had-
town gown relationships, wizard gowns.
I know that we had planned to spend some time here, but I worry that our presence will put these people into danger.
I
Yeah.
want more information. I think maybe we should go to the Abbey and talk to the abbot, because this
Oh yeah, we haven't talked. to
area
the Abbey.
is blessed and holy and sanctified in some way. Maybe the abbot has some information, and I don't know that he necessarily knows about Strahd's family, but maybe he could tell us something.
Crucible rolled a critical fail on his religion check, so he's not even sure what an abbey is.
The Abbey is
I think
up the
Elavor.
hill from you.
Point.
I think
Ah,
Elavor
up
will
a
say
road?
too that
Abbey road?
so there's sort of this this sun god of a bare chest or something that they all worship around here. And
The Morning Lord.
The
Yeah, the
chest
morning.
of a bear?
I just thought of it. The Morning Lord. Yeah. And Morning Lord and the guy, this little kid I was talking to, said that we should talk to the apple. So we should definitely do that.
Brildish knows exactly what Elavor means and said,
Crucible
"Yes,
is
I
looking for
agree."
apple trees. Peculiar.
Again, I point up at the Abbey.
What's
You had
funny?
discussed a great deal last
Oh.
time visiting the abbot. It's up
Yeah.
to you. I wasn't sure if you wanted to do it today or after a long rest.
That's so
a long
right.
rest.
What
Wait.
time? Did we
Yeah.
start to
When the-
rest?
It's night.
When the dungeon master
I
offers
think
you a night's
Well,
rest,
you
I
take
Yeah.
it.
It's late afternoon,
Yeah.
but there
And-
are taking a night's rest in Kredsk may come with a price.
Yeah, I'm
20
not.
gold
If it's
pieces.
only late afternoon, I don't know that I want to wait for.
don't
Yeah.
wanna wait.
I am.
And I'm really worried that Strahd is going to take it out on these people.
I am
Yeah.
What has happened
very, very low on spell slots. So if we are going,
Why would you be low on spell slots? What did we do today?
You're being accused of wasting your
No, I
spell
just mean,
slots.
didn't we rest at the Mardikovs and then
Yeah.
just go straight here? We didn't
do we
have
do-
any battles.
Okay, then maybe I
in
forgot to
between.
update it.
You should
Ah,
definitely
yes,
have
yeah.
rested since
Okay.
the winery battle.
Then
You've got a
Okay.
full
in
night's
that
sleep.
case, never mind.
I don't know if you guys.
All I did
you
was-
did do some stuff to manufacture armor.
I did
so-
make some armor, but I think that
Did that
Yeah, and
require
I
like
can't-
7 spell slots?
I tried to cast Hold Person.
I think it really depended what that it really depended on the nature of the armor that we ended up making for Androdite. Did we come to a conclusion
Dog
about that? Right, but
It's just leather.
it's
What's
just
it
leather
called?
armor.
I thought you decided studded leather.
It's called barding, Micah.
Thank you.
I'm just trying to remember. Like one of the options I have has a limit on like how expensive a thing I can make with it. Like it can only be up to 100 gold pieces, and I believe that the barding is 4 times. I think as recall, 4 times as expensive.
Yeah.
So studded leather, I think might have been. I would have required a spell slot rather than a channel divinity. Essentially, that's the only thing I'm trying to figure out. It's 45 gold pieces. Yeah, so I couldn't have made that without the fabricate spell, which I can do. It's just gonna cost me my only 4th level spell slot.
Can we
That
retcon
seems
that?
fine
Because
to me.
Yes.
I don't even know that researching it more, I don't even know that armor is really going to increase Androdite's AC.
So we just made some decorative barding. I whip that up for
There
you.
you go. We made her a
Decorative
little
barding.
backpack so she can carry,
Satchel.
some water and sundries.
Yeah. Orange
Yeah.
slices.
Androdite has a backpack
I love
now.
it. Yeah.
That's
Gummy
kind of
snacks.
Yeah.
All right, in which case
Not
I'm
worms.
I'm great to go. Let's do this.
It's got to be gummy worms in Barovia, Erica.
I suppose it does.
They're not gummy though.
Gummy bats.
All right, let's
They're
go
not
to the
gummy.
Abbey.
They're just
Yep.
worms.
It's just worms.
Yeah.
Perhaps
worms
the
are kinda
abbot
gummy.
can put us at ease. Or perhaps the suspicious words of these townspeople are correct, and it will
Lena,
only bring us.
Have you ever been at
upset.
ease?
Yeah, where have you all
I
ever
think-
gone
I
in
think
Barovia that has put you at
once-
ease? I'm just trying to check.
And it made you
I
very
think once
uncomfortable.
when I
didn't
tried,
it?
yeah, I didn't like it.
It was weird. Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I was. No,
If something put you at ease, I did something wrong.
no, this was many years ago. I was but a
Okay.
girl.
Okay.
Was it like a hug? Did a parent hug you?
Oh my gosh.
I met a cat for the first time.
Oh, yeah. Cats
All
are
right, I have-
notorious for putting people at ease.
I put you on the map.
Oh, there it is.
Yep.
I see some hills.
Yeah,
I
how
see some
steep is
slopes.
this hill?
How steep is
What
your
grade
hill?
is this
Why?
exactly?
Why could I not show you a hill without you knowing?
You know why you
It
can't show
clearly
us a
said
hill without us worrying
Plus
about
I
the
just-
hill.
1,000 feet.
I
Yeah.
just why do you hurt
Hills
me?
are our statues, Tony. That's why.
Yeah, last time we didn't ask, we were surprised to learn it was 400 feet tall. So.
All right. Do you see there? I'm loading the grade of the hill one by one.
Ooh.
I need to speak to the manager because I did file a complaint about hills.
Oh, wow. See? And it is much taller than I thought.
All right. You know what? From now on, in this adventure and in life, if you see a hill,
You
assume it's
die.
taller than you think it is.
Assume
If somebody
it's
tells you about a
600
hill,
feet tall.
all right, where are you people from that hills are not hills? I don't understand.
I live
You're
in the
from
prairies.
Wyoming.
Near the Rockies.
I actually live on top of a hill.
Yeah, one of Somerville's majestic
One of seven,
hills
yeah.
that we did not. They're not all there anymore.
You
though, 'cause
can't
we
name
took
them all,
some-
anyways. No one can. It's like naming the seven dwarfs.
No, yeah, I can't name them off the top. of my head. I
Not
was gonna
since
try.
the curse.
Right. If you name them
I was
all,
like-
I invoke an ancient god.
All right, hold on, Dan. How many hills can you name? You do one, and I'll do one.
Spring.
Damn it, I'm done.
That's the one I live on. Good for you. Spring Hill, Winter Hill, Cobble Hill.
Winter Hill.
Okay,
There we
Cobble Hill.
I don't think that's actually one of them.
Yeah, it is.
Is it?
Yeah.
All right. Well, then I'm done again.
All right, Prospect Hill.
Well, all right. Show off. Well played.
I know 4
I
out
re-
of 7.
I really showed up for that shotgun fight with the knife.
Yeah, it was a good thing that you decided to throw down on that too.
Mhm. All right, 7 hills of
With a
Worcester.
great
Let's
deal
go.
of confidence.
Yeah, 7 hills of Rome.
Worcester
Let's
doesn't
go.
have.
Okay,
7 hills.
so we approach the steep 600-foot hill.
I mean, it's actually 700 feet. That's just that part of the hill. Is 600
We
feet.
approach the steep 700-foot hill
You scroll
Oh,
up.
wait,
with
there's 1,000.
trepidation.
Hold on. If you look at the top of the map, just want to be clear
Yeah.
here. The hill keeps
Mm.
going.
Yeah,
Oh,
it goes up to
man.
1,000 feet.
Why are there so
Yeah,
many
but don't go that
hills?
far. Is what I'm telling you. Why would you do that?
I think we'll just follow this nice path to the entrance of the abbey.
All right. So you decide that before you wear out your welcome further in Kresk, you head to the kind of northeast side of Kresk, and there is it's basically it's up the mountain from Kresk. It's not kind of part of Kresk so much as Kresk is built around kind of the foothills around it. So there is this kind of switchback path that goes up the. I'm just going to call it a mountain so we don't argue about how steep hills are. It's a mountain.
Oh,
Do we
don't
now
call it-
argue
it's
about how
not a
steep mountains are?
mountain. Oh my
Now-
gosh.
now you've done it.
No. Yeah.
All right. Aline, what's in between a hill and a mountain?
Foothills?
About
Still a hill.
about I don't know, 1,000 feet.
Tony, it's your adventure. You can tell us what you want it to be.
That is not true. You guys will be mean to me no matter what I do.
That is
anyway.
true.
Yes,
Yeah,
so
anyway.
why fight it?
Yeah, exactly. So I have hidden the inside of the abbey because you can't see into the inside of the abbey because that's how walls work. But I will tell you, just from the outside, you can see. Here, I'll reveal a little bit more of it. The abbey it's kind of like a castle structure in that it's got a big wall around it, but then there's kind of two big central buildings inside the wall. How's that? Does that give you a little bit more information?
Yeah, it's got
Yep,
lambs on it or something.
I'm
Yeah.
riding pony up the
Oh,
hill.
those are
'cause
graves. I thought they were
There's no more
lambs.
Alright.
arena to.
So you head up the various switchbacks toward the path kind of leads around to the side of the abbey on this map. So there is kind of a gatehouse. Can you see that on the map? Okay.
Yes.
Scale's map. I find myself zooming in and out a lot. So it's kind of your classic castle gatehouse with little turrety towers on each side and a big wooden door.
Is there a
So-
door closed, or is there just like a pathway between the gatehouses, or is there a gate?
I will describe that in a second. I'm just reading something. There's a description of this road that you guys hate. Enjoy this, jerks. The switchback road that hugs the cliff is 10 feet wide and covered with loose gravel and chunks of broken rock. The ascent is slow and somewhat treacherous, and you complain the whole time. The air grows colder as one nears the top. You're now a good 400 feet above the town of Kresk. It's a little bit misty up here, but you arrive on this wide ledge that the abbey is perched on. There's a light dusting of snow all over the ground and the trees. There's two small kind of outbuildings here. And there is, let's see. There's an iron gate attached to the outbuildings by rusty hinges. They appear to be unlocked. You can see beyond the kind of building of the abbey. I'll just reveal more of it as you look through the.
I feel like we should just
gates.
shout out, "Hello, the abbey."
Yeah, I think that's
Abbott
a good idea.
Being
Because
yeah, being on the door.
We
but
are
if he
here
doesn't
to
come,
see
then we'll
the
just
abbot.
go in.
The-
But yeah, I'll trot up on pony and
Mhm.
yell, "Hello, the abbey, Mr. Abbott, are you here?" And knock
okay.
on the.
This
gate.
is a choice that you are making. You hear the kind of a sound of a creature being startled, as if perhaps woken from slumber, and two creatures kind of poke their heads out of each of the adjoining little guard towers here to check out what's going on.
Two
These are
creatures?
Hello.
Yeah, these are very strange looking creatures. Allow me, I believe I have some art I can show you. Because these are not, so far I feel like in Barovia, you've met humans of various walks of life. I don't even know if you've encountered some elves that they have.
We
said
did,
that there
dusk
are
elves.
Oh,
You met
yeah.
some dusk elves. Okay,
Some skeletal the skeletal horse and rider.
I was not classifying that as a person. But
An
Oh, I remember
apparition.
that.
Okay.
Well, that's very telling.
That's a choice. Yeah.
Yeah.
all right, but two creatures pop out. The first one looks like this.
That is
Does
a
that mean
dog
anything to me?
man. As a landman,
Oh, no.
I would know.
Cuckoo.
And the
cuckoo.
second one looks like that. So these two kind of creatures each kind of lope out of their various. Looks like they each have their own little guard tower and kind of look at you with strange eyes. The first one, I'll describe these for our listeners. A very strange looking creature. He looks like he's a little under 5 feet tall, and he kind of squats and moves with like a weird shuffle. And it's, it's you are adventurers that have traveled far and wide. You've been to a haunted house. You've been to Durgeddon's mine. This looks like maybe like a dwarf without a beard, but also maybe part donkey, and one of its ears is like a wolf ear, and it's got a snout and fangs, and his arms don't look the same, and yeah, honestly, his feet almost look like they might be some kind of like lion or tiger, kind of majestic. And the creature is holding a shovel and wearing a very plain wool cloak. The other creature is also rather tall, maybe even rather short. The other creature is rather short, a little bit even shorter than the first one here. You can't get as good a look at this one. It's kind of wrapped up more in a cloak to conceal some of his visage, but you get kind of just a glimpse of a face looking out from under the hood, and the left side is kind of covered with scales, and the right side is kind of covered with fur. And
my first
one of the
thought
eyes
was-
looks very feline. Yeah, the hands, are they hands? Are they paws? But the creature, the second creature in the dark cloak, addresses you. Welcome, travelers. What can I do for you?
Have I seen this before in my travels?
I don't know all of your backstory, Lena Delina, but let's say probably, definitely never.
Okay.
I think Elavor would
Hello.
approach a little bit and... Oh, yeah, go ahead, Crucible.
Oh, Crucible is just like, hello. We are here to speak to the abbot.
Yeah, we want to speak to the abbot, and if you need some help with wild shape, I would be happy to teach you the ways. It looks like you're about half. I mean, I think that's. I can't tell if they're trying to become creatures or.
Elavor, you can't just
can't
tell
just
people
say
you're gonna
that.
help them with wild shape.
Right, I forgot. Okay.
Feel very judged by you, traveler.
Oh heavens, no! I appreciate the art of transformation. I just thought I'd be of service if you needed it.
Please forgive our friend.
You-
He's very tired.
Can I roll for
and he
persuasion?
gets
But
cranky.
very well-meaning.
The second creature in the kind of more yellow drab plain wool cloak kind of points and laughs at the other ones. They think you're funny looking. I told
I
you.
don't think that.
I never said that. I thought that you just might want some help. I'm genuinely just here to assist.
You said there was something wrong with her face.
I don't think any of us said that, did we?
No, nobody said that. I was
Mm-mm.
listening very closely.
And you might be able to
The,
tell by
the
looking
creature
at
in
our
the-
group that we are all different and unusual in our own ways.
Hmm.
The creature in the dark cloak hits the creature in the yellow cloak rather roughly on the side of the head, sending it kind of spitting into the snow, and reaches out to open the gates and says, "I'll show you the way."
Thank
Thank
you.
Thank you.
Much appreciated.
All right, the creatures step in. The creature in the dark cloak introduces herself. I'm Zeichfrig Balthew.
It's nice.
That is my
to meet
cousin
you.
Otto.
I'm Brildish. This is Pony, and this is Crucible, Elavor, Samus, Imra, and Androdite.
You don't look like you're from Kresk.
We're not. We're not even from Big Barovia.
I am.
Oh, right. Lena is. Oh, yeah. Where's? Lena, are you
down
on the map?
hill.
Oh,
Okay, that's why I didn't.
I was like,
I was
you
looking
left
at-
out Lena.
Lena was sneaking around on
It's
the.
like I
Maybe
swear
I
I
was
got all of the
strategic.
tokens.
She like melts out of the shadows. Oh yeah, that's
Yeah.
Lena.
She was leaning against the hill.
Mhm.
She's very sneaky. So she does that sometimes. This is Lena.
Let
She's
me-
great.
Hello.
Let me show you the way. So Zigfrek leads the way. Otto kind of lopes along behind, definitely kind of curious and interested, but seeming to not have the same ranking authority that Zigfrek does. So Siegfried kind of starts talking, mumbling as she leads the way down this little gravel path toward the main buildings of the abbey. So you can see that there is a large building, large structure right here, and I'm just going to start revealing more of the map because you're going to see it in a second. There's basically two large structures with a courtyard and walls connecting. So,
Are you also members of the order that resides at this abbey?
my whole family lives here. The abbot takes care of us.
That's nice.
What a nice apple. Since
We don't have apples here.
Since they're sorry, Abbott. I'm sorry. Got to remember that name. Very bad at names. Very good at faces. But haven't seen the face of the apple yet. So
Elavor, Abbott's not a name.
Oh, that's just what the kid at the pond told me, that they just call him
It's
Abbott.
a title.
Oh, like sir or
It is
queen.
Doctor
a title of
or
a religious order,
cleric.
generally.
Mhm.
Gotcha.
Lena is walking sort of slowly, and she's really looking around now that we're inside of the outer walls.
Yeah.
Are those some graves?
Let's see. As you explore, as you're kind of being walked through, you're now inside the inner walls. You see that there's the two main structures of the abbey. There does look like there's just inside the gates to the south. It does look like there's a graveyard built up around the southern edge of the wall there. You also spot kind of way off to the north of the buildings. It looks like there's some gardens where they might grow and cultivate food. And Siegfried is happy to lead you in through another gatehouse into the main courtyard.
Couple
Otto
of questions. Do
Otto
either of
skips
those doors
along behind you.
Do either of those doors lock behind us? And are they a manner of lock that we would be able to activate from the inside?
Excellent questions, Lena. So as you pass into the main abbey entrance, there's kind of these 15-foot high curtain walls that connect the two wings of the abbey. You notice as you're getting closer that it looks like there might be guards up on the battlements. It looks like there's several of them. And it's kind of misty and hard to make them out. There are doors into the inner courtyard. They're wooden doors, but they do not. They look like they just kind of hang. They could have a crossbar put on them, but they do not. So Siegfried just kind of pushes one open and heads in. But you do see kind of. It looked like there were several guards stationed looking out from the battlements.
How many
so
people
Otto
live
is moving
here?
Along too.
How many people live here at the abbey with you?
So yeah, you're walking and talking. Crucible, do you want to be talking to Siegfried,
Yes.
or Otto?
Let's say
Siegfried.
Siegfried.
Well,
They seem more receptive.
Yeah. And also, as soon as I see this inner courtyard, I ask, it's been a long day for Pony. Would it be okay if I got some water from the well and filled up one of those troughs for Pony to have a drink?
Are you going to ask Siegfried or Otto?
Siegfried.
All right.
Since I'm right up in front here.
All right. So Siegfried says, sorry, I think I was reading that wrong. It's ZYG. This is a great Dungeons and Dragons name. ZYG FREK.
That K should be a Q, and then we're fine.
Siegfried. So Siegfried says, my whole family lives here. They have for generations. The abbot looks over us. He is very kind to us.
Is it just your family here?
Yes, but there are many of us. Dozens.
Wow. It is nice to have
It
a
must
large
be
family.
nice to have. Yeah, it must be nice to have such a big family. And then I will ask about Pony. I would love to give Pony some water, if that's okay.
Of course. Don't go near the wine. Don't go near the well. I'll do it. It's dangerous. Or
Oh,
I'll have
okay.
Otto do it. Does anyone want to be chatting with Otto toward the back of the group as you head in?
I just wonder, since they're part animal, could I do a nature check on them to understand the nature of this whole deal? All right, let's see how Roll20 is going to treat me today. Oh, whoops.
How'd you do?
What does a 6 get you?
A 6 gets me nothing, I'm sure.
I'm going to suggest that even with a 6 Elavor, you are able to figure out that there is something not natural about these creatures' appearance, and either they or their ancestors went through some kind of magic-based transformation, that this is not a natural occurrence.
Gotcha. Okay.
So though their features present a variety of kind of animal characteristics, the combination of them is not, outside of the traditional configurations. So,
I can hang back and talk with Otto.
okay.
Just be like, so you've always lived here?
Always. It's good to have visitors.
Not many visitors?
None. I don't know we've ever had visitors.
Oh wow.
The abbot will be very excited.
What do you do with your time up here?
I'm assigned to guard duty.
You're doing such a good job.
Sometimes kids from the town, they come up and I have to scare them away. Keep them safe.
Oh, keep them safe from what?
From us.
What? Why would they not be safe?
They could fall downstairs or something.
So safe from
The abbey.
Okay, but not from like you specifically. You wouldn't like push
Well,
them down the stairs?
Some of my cousins and siblings aren't as nice as I am.
Got it. All families are like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name's Otto.
Yeah, it's nice to meet you. I'm Emra.
So as you move in, the inner courtyard is it's a little bit homier. Looks like there's it's a little bit less abandoned. You see various kind of dirt paths in the mud come in going. It seems like somebody or something lives here and keeps it a little bit tidier. Some things are swept. It just feels not as cold and misty and windy as outside. Looking around, somebody give me a quick perception check.
22.
Yep, better than me.
Imra, it is obvious to you you're doing a quick surveillance from a tactical point of view, because especially you noticed there were all those guards along the battlements looking down at you as you came in through the gates. From this side of the walls, it's obvious each and every one of those is a scarecrow, propped up with a makeshift hat and a shield to look like they were a guard. You can see from here there's wooden doors leading into buildings to the north, kind of northeast of you, and southwest of you. There's several stone sheds around the perimeter of the courtyard here. They look like they're conspicuously locked with padlocks hanging off the doors outside of them.
So
as you are looking around, there are several things that kind of are visible and obvious to you that are a bit unsettling. There is some kind of humanoid creature that is kind of hopping around, and it seems to be tethered to a post stuck into the earth.
I'm the closest. I will look at that and maybe ask Siegfried, who is this over here?
Oh, don't mind him.
I won't.
That's all you're getting.
That's Marzena.
Why is Marzena tied to a post?
Oh, well, we don't want her to fly off. It's for her protection.
Oh, she can fly.
As you look closer at Marzena over kind of tied up here, you see past the kind of this long stringy black hair hanging down from the face, but the face looks up at you, Broldish, and you can see what are clearly spider mandibles kind of occupying the bottom half of this creature's mouth. And as it kind of hops around, you can see that it has the arms and wings of a bat, but one of its feet is cloven, and it seems to be kind of hopping around in a circle, held in place by the the kind of shackles.
Spider Mandible.
What in heaven's
to
name
this
is
post.
going
Spider
on
Mandible
here?
does whatever a
So,
Spider Mandible can.
do you folks want to get out of here?
I'm getting the heebie-jeebies a little bit.
Otto starts hopping up and down and clapping. Siegfried, can I go get the abbot? Can I get the abbot? Can I tell him there are guests here?
I would love if you did that because I would really like to talk to the abbot.
Siegfried kind
Yeah.
of just gestures at Otto, and Otto scampers off and disappears through a door into the building to the southeast here.
You can hear Elavor whispering, "Please don't be a giant spider. Please don't be a giant spider. Please don't be a giant spider."
Siegfried moves over to the well and picks up. She kind of motions for you to stand back, Breldish.
Yep.
She starts. She seems to be calling down the well. Mishka, we don't need any trouble today. I just need some water. No trouble. She picks up a bucket on a rope, lowers it down the well, starts cranking the thing. You hear the sound of water sloshing in a bucket and the bucket coming up. Takes the bucket. Thank you, Mishka. I'll bring you food later.
I yell, "Thank you, Mishka!"
Siegfried moves over here. There's some kind of ancient and dusty troughs here, and she splashes some water into a trough for Pony Centenary.
Right. Pony will drink. Please tell me Pony doesn't die.
Roll for death.
Isn't Pony
so-
a celestial steed?
Yeah.
You can just resummon Pony.
Yes, I can, but not until tomorrow because I don't have that spell right now.
All right. So Siegfried kind of makes a deal of kind of like, straightening some of the like various crooked things in the courtyard here and doing some sweeping, kicking some dirt and rocks around. And before too long, Otto reappears at the door and says, "This way, the master, he will see you now."
Oh, well, that
Okay.
is what we are here for, so I suppose
Yep.
we should go see him.
Something
That
tells
is certainly
me
what we are asking for.
if we do anything wrong to this abbot, we're going to be up against every single person
Oh, yeah.
in here.
And maybe some
So-
scarecrows.
Yeah. Why is it only scarecrows? Why is it never friend crows?
Mhm.
So Otto holds the door open and points into the
all
a
these
large
stinking
hall
doors
beyond.
we have to go into. They
It's
can
a
close
hey.
behind us.
You guys want to go out in
creepily.
the woods again? Is that what you want? You want giant hills?
No.
That have...
You know
Brildish
what?
likes this
Giant
much better.
hills don't have things in my way where I can run away if I want to. All these stairs and walls and everything.
I know you're a druid, and this is very upsetting for you. But Otto stands here.
I'm
He
going
holds the door aside. There is, as you approach the threshold here, there's the gentle sound of music trickling from ahead. Sounds like it's played on a single stringed instrument. The ground floor is one large 50-foot square room with arched leaded glass windows. A cauldron sits on an iron rack above a fire in a hearth, and the music and the smell of something cooking on the hearth feels almost homey. Above the fireplace mantle hangs a golden disc engraved with the symbol of the sun. In one corner, a wooden staircase climbs to the upper levels, while in another corner, a stone staircase descends down. Several chairs surround a big, huge wooden table that stretches nearly the length of the room. You can see it's already been places have been set. Wooden dishware and gold candelabras are neatly arranged on the table, standing behind which are two figures. The first is a young woman with alabaster skin, dressed in a torn and soiled red gown. Her auburn hair is neatly bundled so as not to touch her soft shoulders. She seems a bit lost in thoughts as she kind of dances with the abbot. The abbot, the other figure, turns from his dancing and sees you. He is a handsome young man in a brown monk's robe, and he kind of leads the woman around the table by the hand, and is just smiling the whole way as he sees you there in the doorway, and he kind of waves and gestures you to come in.
Do we see where
into
the music is
to the
coming
hall.
from? Is there somebody playing a stringed instrument?
Roll perception.
3.
You're not sure.
22.
Brildish is looking around.
Crucible, it sounds like it's coming from somewhere above you.
Okay. Crucible looks at Brildish and kind of like nods up.
Mm-hmm.
Do we recognize the song?
It's kind of classical. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know if
Classical Barovian.
You know, the Beastie
Classical
Boys.
Barovian
Played
sounds
of
like
the
this.
Valkyries.
It's Baroque.
Yeah.
It's Baroque.
Please fix
Via.
it.
So, the abbot welcomes you in and says, "Please, please, travelers, come in. You must be cold. You must be tired. Please come in and rest a while.
Thank you.
Yes.
Cool, thanks.
This is my friend, dearest Vasilika. I think she may be tired herself. Please, Vasilika, you may retire to your chambers above."
Vasilika, it's wonderful to meet you.
Very
and
nice
I
to meet you.
extend my hand to shake hers.
Nice.
Vasilika holds out a hand and shakes your hand and nods at you.
Does she have a pulse?
Lena, she feels cold to the touch.
Okay. Oh.
Good news, Lena.
Great to meet you, Vasilika.
Uh-huh.
Vasilika kind of nods, respectfully at each of you in turn, and then heads up the wooden stairs to an upper
Elavor says,
chamber.
"Are we sure that Vasilika can't join us for our drink? Why should we meet everybody?"
We have been dancing for many hours. She needs to rest. I'm sure she'll join us again soon.
Okay,
Please.
Elavor is going to approach the abbot and hold out his hands, ready to dance with the abbot. Perhaps
We
I can
didn't-
step in then.
We didn't mean to interrupt. Elavor is a wonderful dancer.
It's true.
The music cuts out abruptly.
Oh,
And the abbot looks up and says, "Oh, I suppose maybe another time. Please come in. Perhaps we can get you some tea." Otto,
I don't think he's a good guy because he won't dance with me.
Siegfried. Otto and Siegfried kind of emerge from the shadows and kind of scurry about the room, arranging several placements of tea and biscuits for all of you. The abbot seats himself at the head of the table. Gestures for you all to have a seat as well.
All right, yeah.
Well,
I will come in.
Going to sit all the way on
When
the
we
side.
heard
He's
that there was
pouting.
an abbey in the area, we knew that we simply had to visit and see what wisdom this ancient place might have for us.
Oh, travelers, where do you come from? Where do you hail? What news do you bring of the world beyond Krez?
Valaki.
We
not
brought
very
brought
far.
some wine, but we left most of it down in the town.
Oh, well, we don't need wine up here.
No? Not teetotalers, are you?
Well, it can interfere with our work with the Morning Lord, you know.
May I ask more? I am
the bare-chested man.
I am a priest of the god Onatar, and I am intrigued. I have never heard of the Morning Lord before. Perhaps you would enlighten us as to their disposition.
Oh, well, very few in Barovia still worship the Morning Lord. It's sad, the people of Barovia, they feel they have been forgotten just because the sun does not shine as bright as they say it once did, and so it is harder to keep the Morning Lord in one's heart, but I know the Morning Lord is still there, waiting for us. We have to find the light, and we have to look for the light sometimes when it is not easy to be found.
And you mentioned your work. What exactly is the work that you do here?
Oh, there are many things to be. I am a bit of a caretaker here for the unfortunate Bellevue family. There are many mouths to feed, and though some of them are very helpful, he kind of tussles the hair of Otto as Otto hops by. It's many hands to take care of the rest.
You said they're unfortunate. Why are they unfortunate?
Oh, well, it's some of them are quite mad, you see.
Oh no.
Otto
Do you
claps
dance with
quickly.
them?
We try not to agitate them too much.
Are they all siblings or cousins?
Yes, they're all of the Bellevue family.
How long have they been here?
Oh, quite some time, I'm afraid.
And how did they come?
I can take you on a tour. They live in the East Wing.
How did
I
they come
think
to
that
be
we
here?
would love a tour.
How did you come to be here? How did everybody
Oh.
get here?
Yeah.
Tell us your backstory.
I was
How did this happen?
I was just answering a calling, and so I found myself here. This place was once, I am told, in the long ago times, it was a hospital, and so I came here, and it had been abandoned. And my hope is that it can still be a place of healing for the Bellevue family, and perhaps for the people of Kresk. It's perhaps it is the good work we do here. It influences the whole area.
Does an 11 insight give me anything into this guy's?
He seems very strange, Crucible.
Welcome to Barovia.
It is a
Yeah.
worthy cause to seek to heal those who are less fortunate, and you are to be commended for taking that on. They do seem to be curiously afflicted. Do you know the nature of their nature?
I'm afraid it's beyond my understanding. I simply seek to feed and clothe them and give them the best life I can.
So
How
were
long
they
have you
here?
been- oh,
Yeah, were they here when you got here?
It's who can remember that far back? He says evasively.
How far back?
Ah, you're so young and still
Well,
full of
when-
vigor.
When we first came here, my order, that is to say.
Are there others of your order?
Oh, it's just me, the abbot.
Can I roll for insight on this piddly pal? I know. So obviously he's lying to us and being evasive, but I suppose
Mike, I take offense at that.
the insight that Elavor will try to take from all the way across the table because he's pouting that he wouldn't dance with him would be just if well, no, I don't even know what I want to know if there's more to this guy. So I don't even know if that's insight.
You can roll an insight check.
Okay, we'll roll an
Micah,
insight
let's see
check.
what we get.
15, that's not bad.
Something seems very strange about the abbot in his ways of speaking, the words he says, and even just his mannerisms.
Can I roll insight to see if he seems genuinely pleased that we are here,
Yeah,
or if he's
that is honestly the most real insight check I've ever heard a player do. Hi, I'd like to use insight to see if there's a trapdoor in this wall.
I interrogated the wall.
Yeah.
Oh, that's a 27.
Okay.
Ooh.
The abbot
yeah.
seems genuinely pleased that you are here.
So that
Oh.
is good or not
I
good?
don't know.
Yeah.
Who
Genuinely
can say?
pleased.
I rolled a 17 to an Arcana check to see if there's any, is there anything magical
Ooh,
about
going
him?
on.
Am I sensing anything?
You get a weird kind of sense of him.
You know
maybe
what?
he's not human.
I'm gonna let off a divine sense.
Okay.
That's what I'm gonna do.
What
I
does
was
divine
just
sense do?
thinking,
Yeah, as an action, you can detect good and evil. Until the end of my next turn, I can sense anything affected by the Hallow spell or know the location of any celestial, obviously pony, celestial, fiend, and undead within 60 feet that is not behind total cover. So, right
How-
now, I've
How
got
conspicuous is using that spell?
I've got him.
Oh yeah, what
It's not a
components is it
spell.
called?
No.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's
All right.
just a thing that I can the thing that I can do. So I don't think it
Right, mutter
It
a,
doesn't have verbal
might
or
mutter
somatic
a prayer
components.
to Hela or
Nothing.
something, but other than that,
It just
So
looks like you-
people are taking turns chatting with the abbot and
Yeah.
enjoying the tea and biscuits. And Broldish just kind of mutters under her breath. And
Halo be
Broldish,
praised.
Hela be praised. Is Pony Cindelar within range for you, or
No, actually he's too far away.
all right?
I can still
The
hear him
abbot-
in my head though.
Yeah, of course. He's a pony.
we
Someday
can
he'll be a
all hear
horse.
Pony in our head.
Someday he'll be a horse. No, not today.
Canon.
Ever.
That's the epic destiny of all ponies.
Oh, that's sad.
Yep.
They're majestic on their own. They don't need to become horse.
Well, I'm racist against horses or ponies. I'm not really sure. I've lost the thread.
Which one is it?
The abbot lights up on your whatever thing that you're doing.
But
Broldish.
for which one? Maybe he's good.
What? Yeah. What? I don't know. What information do you get from this?
I know the location of any celestial fiend or undead within 60 feet that's not behind total cover.
All right. Let me tell you, a celestial fiend or undead is sitting at the end of the table that you're enjoying tea at.
Yeah, I guess it doesn't specify if I know.
Yeah,
like,
no.
I feel like I would know, but...
Can I try?
It has, you know what? I'll tell you this. It's got kind of a pleasing aura to it, similar to Pony Cinderlord.
Okay.
Now,
she wouldn't be able
Brildis
to-
knows this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna
Yeah.
say.
The rest of you are still chatting. Basilica comes back down the stairs.
That's
and,
what I wanted to know. Does
The
she know?
the abbot turns to Elavor and says, "Oh, Elavor, perhaps would you like to enjoy a dance with Basilica? I have been teaching her."
How long was it between when I let off my divine sense and when she came down?
Just now.
Well, if
I
it's still,
definitely want to dance.
like, I will use a
Um,
second one. I have 3 in it.
Wait,
three per
it's only
day.
how long does it last?
Hold.
It's
Well-
only for a turn.
Yeah. I
Let
think
me,
that
I'll just.
Lena may have mouthed like didn't have a pulse.
I'm gonna say
say
Basilica does not show up on your radar. And she was just upstairs.
So Lena Dulina, you mouthed that to me, correct? So
Yeah.
that I knew. And then Bruldish, are you going to say anything to Elavor as he's going over to the to dance?
No, I don't think anybody's close enough to me to be able to, like.
I'm about to walk past you
with
to
her.
go to
Okay,
dance.
I'll be like, I think he's a celestial like pony.
Um,
Him.
we're here to meet a young woman who's more than the sum of her parts.
Elavor will say in Celestial to the dead corpse, he will say, "Would you like to dance?"
Elavor speaks
Yes, Elavor
Celestial?
speaks
No,
Celestial.
not her. I said that he is a
Oh,
celestial.
well then I guess
specifically
Elavor
pointed-
turns to the abbot and says, "Are you sure you don't want to dance in Celestial?"
All of you are temporarily blinded as the abbot is no longer standing there, and instead a strange, towering figure, 7 feet tall, alabaster skin, giant flapping gold wings, looks down at you and says, "I'll take the next one."
Oh my god! I got goosebumps.
Who knew there was angels in Barovia? And you've asked the first one you met to dance. Is this where it all falls apart? Here in this strange, spooky, super weird and creepy abbey. What is the deal with Basilica, the woman with no pulse, who may be greater than the sum of their parts? Why is there an angel masquerading as an abbot? And who knows what has happened to the Bellevue family? What's the deal with the guy in the well, right? That's the really weird one. For answers to questions such as these, I can promise you nothing. But to find out more what happens to our miscreant group, please tune in next time to the Dog and Pony Show here at Total Party Kill.